Well, when the album Knife came out, we went off on quite a big tour, sort of toured around Europe and went to America and Japan and all that. And I hadn't really been writing much on the road, because I'd been pretty busy. You know, when you finished a gig, you know, I don't want to come back to my hotel and sort of start playing again, you know, I'm sure lots of people like to do that, I can't be bothered. The gig's enough for me. When we came back, I started to write songs that were a bit different from what I'd been doing. I suppose at that time I'd started to listen to some of those more sort of mellow groove American records, you know.
Like what?
Like Sugar Free by Juicy and Sexual Healing by Marvin Gaye, and after that Anita Baker, and she was my big favourite for a long time. And I wanted to make a record something like that. But obviously I can't turn into Anita Baker overnight, so it was a bit of a mixture of all these different things. And with the lineup I was using at the time, it wasn't really working out that way, so I decided to get some New York producers and go and work there. And I spent about 4 months there in the summer. Well, I called the album Love because it was the most honest thing I could call it, really. I just a title for it by looking through the lyrics. And in every song, love comes up all the time. And I thought about it more. I thought, well, that's too blatant, you know. That's kind of like calling a new model of automobile the car, you know, because most pop songs are about love. But then I realised that all the best pop songs are about love, that love is the best thing that we do, and that it, you know, it's at the bottom of all the best things. Christianity, left-wing politics, these are all caring things and sharing things. Right-wing thought is based on self-love, self-interest, greed.
Did you then? I mean, you weren't using the old band.
No.
So who was playing on it?
Completely different people. We had Tommy LaPuma and Russ Titleman producing some stuff. David Frank from The System. Marcus Miller, the bass player, who's done just about everything, you know, Luther Vandross and all that. Some singers who'd worked on the last Bowie LP. Just lots of people who just work all the time there.
Now, what's it like working in those circumstances as opposed to like recording with a group who are, to some extent or another, must be your friends and you know each other and stuff like that? I mean, are they just sort of hired hands, like mercenaries come in, do their bit?
Well, you could say that session musicians are mercenary, but I don't look at it that way. I'd just rather spend an hour getting a drum track down than 2 days, and that suits me. And most of these people are good musicians, they do it a lot, and as long as you stay there and, you know, expound your ideas all the time, and, you know, definitely take control and try to get what you want, then that's fair enough.
Did it make you feel nervous at all?
In which way, I'm sorry?
Well, I don't know, all these guys who played with everybody from Luther Vandross to whoever, you know, and there's you, this wee Scottish boy, going in there and telling them what to do and what have you. I mean, I'm sure you're very confident about your own abilities, but I could understand it if you felt a bit like, you know, I'm in charge of all this.
I think when you have people who are used to playing on lots of different records, their attitude is very flexible. And genuinely you have to be a pretty nice person, otherwise people won't hire you twice. So I think I probably got about the best out of these people. Well, How Men Are is just a very simple song about how men screw women over and how it hurts men and women. And the other line is, why should it take the tears of a woman to see how men are? Which could be from an old country and western song or something. There are no hidden meanings or anything like that. And we made a video for it recently and decided to show how women are, because I'm so sick of all these videos you see. Which, I don't know so much now, but for a long time there's lots of videos with sort of dodgy-looking 40-year-old guys playing the piano, and all of a sudden it flashes over to this woman who'd have nothing to do with them, like some 18-year-old Jerry Hall type, and sort of getting out of a limousine and adjusting her suspenders. So I wanted to show like how women were. So we got a lot of like our mates in, and people from the high street, women from the chip shop, motorcyclists, a lot. Really went for the idea of showing women in a video, in a pop video format, the way they are, which is all different colours and shapes and sizes and ages, and basically tried to show that. And you find that they've got much more character in their faces and in their actions on camera than your models. Just generally, when you see the way women are treated by male society on the whole, it's bloody awful.
Why don't you have any women in your band?
Oh, I do, but as usual, you know, not too many women bass players or drummers turn up. It's always singers and, you know, people who do things like that. There are a few women keyboard players and all that around. A lot of them are doing their own thing, which is good. Probably better that they don't take a back seat to me. But, yeah, and How Men Are as a song. I went into a record shop a while ago and they had this album by Heaven 17, which is called How Men Are. And this is how you write songs you steal. Yeah, I picked it up, thought, wow, what a great song. Looked on the back of the album and there was no such song. It was just the title of the album. So I thought I'd better write it kind of quick. I suppose I look on songwriting as something that's quite natural, comes quite naturally to me. And when I'm working on a song, I'm quite excited. It's my little project and everything. I want it to be right. And all I want to do at the moment really is to tour and play, because I haven't been doing much of that. We went to America for a month, and that was great. You know, 'cause that's the main thing really. If you can play the guitar and sing and cut it every night, that's fine. You know, until you can do that, I don't think there's much point in going into a studio or anything. Love's a great thing. Maybe that sounds a bit 60s, but I think it's what the world needs now.
Well, I met Blair, you know,